Skip Bayless hosted Tuesday morning's episode of Undisputed by himself without his co-host Shannon Sharpe, and it was no accident. It's said that the Hall of Famer was upset with the opinionated host's controversial tweet sent minutes after Damar Hamlin's heart stopped during the Minnesota and the Buffalo Bills football game. According to Sports News, it's told that the network wants Shannon Sharpe back as soon as possible, but they're not sure if he'll return to work on Wednesday. The controversy started when Skip tweeted, "No doubt, the NFL is considering postponing the rest of this game, but how?" was his question. This late in the season, a game of this magnitude is crucial to the regular season outcome, which suddenly seems so irrelevant. And at that moment, that's when social media went haywire. And backlash came fast and furious, with everyone from fans to current and former star athletes like Darrell Reeves, Dez Bryant, Sauce Gardner, and others going in on Skip's ass. In the wake of his criticism, and less than an hour after his original message, Skip Bayless attempted to clarify his point, writing, "Nothing is more important than a young man's health. That was the point of my last tweet. I'm sorry if that was misunderstood, but his health is all that matters. Again, everything else is irrelevant. I prayed for him and will continue to." This is what Skip said. But clearly it wasn't enough for his partner, Shannon Sharpe, because he didn't show up to work this morning. Some say or speculate that it could have been his day off, but sources tell Sports News that that's not the case. It was a direct reaction to what Skip tweeted. A few minutes into the show, Skip seemingly tried to clear the air without directly addressing the reason behind Shannon's absence, and he stated this.
Allow me to say up front that I apologize for what we're going to set out to do here today if it offends anyone, because we're going to try to do the show pretty much as we usually do the show. But I'll admit up front, I'm still shook up by what happened last night to Damar Hamlin. In fact, I'm still wrecked. In fact, I'm not sure I'm capable of doing this show today. But after barely sleeping on it, I decided to give it a try. Maybe I'll fail. Maybe we will fail, but we're going to try. We wrestled through much of the night whether to even do a show today, because it felt like in our minds we almost can't win with this, because the last thing we want to try to do is come off as insensitive to what this young man is going through in a life or death situation. The last thing we want to do is offend anyone by trying to do what we always do, which is talk about sports. As this show goes on, we're going to try to talk about a little bit of sports, but we're going to continue to talk about what happened to this young man last night and try to sort back through it with help from you and the audience. And we ask you now, if you'd like to tweet us your emotions of the night and of this morning about what happened to Damar Hamlin, please do so. You can tweet us at @Undisputed, and I will be sharing some of your tweets and your emotions as we share our experience of last night through this very difficult morning for all of us. Obviously, my partner Shannon Sharpe is not here today. I look forward to seeing him tomorrow.
He also said that he apologizes for what he set out to do if it offends anyone, because we're going to try to do the show pretty much as we usually do the show. But I'll admit in front, I'm still shook up by what happened last night to Damar Hamlin. So he was basically up there pleading the fifth to a sense. He was sniffling. And some people take him to be phony with what he was doing. Some people are making him stand on his comment that he tweeted. But we have to think about it. Skip Bayless, as a sports commentator, be talking a little reckless in some people's opinion. And so therefore, you got to expect them to hold you to the fire. So it's almost like they are waiting to hold you to the fire. And this was a perfect opportunity. I say it all the time, people. We have to listen to ourselves when we speak. You can't just be a person running off at the mouth and you don't even hear yourself speak. You don't even think before you speak. We always have to think before we speak, right? So if I'm tweeting, I definitely should be able to think before I tweet because I have to type it in. So I understand why the people are saying, nah, we holler BS on this one. You're insensitive to what happened to this young man. So we got to understand the people. And that's right. If you really break this thing down, you had time enough to think about what you was going to say. And they're basically saying, you shouldn't be saying, oh, it's all about the game. What about the game? And that's why this man, the plumber, came on and said this.
Skip Bayless and Bart Scott, sit down. You about to get a piece of my mind, boys. Skip, what are you doing? What are you doing? We had a major injury in a ball game last night. While the injury's going on, you get on Twitter and start tweeting? Why? Why, Skip? Did you not feel that you had enough attention on you? Were you not going to allow this injured player to be receiving the care and attention that they deserve, that you had to step in? Hey, my name is Skip. I don't have enough attention on me. I'm all jacked up on Mountain Dew. What a bonehead. Tweeted during all this. No doubt the NFL is considering postponing the rest of this game. You think, Skip? Really? But how? What do you mean, but how? Maybe a phone call? Did you ever think about that? Do you have a phone? But how? This late in the season, a game of this magnitude is crucial to the regular season outcome. Skip, do you report sports? Do you not realize that every single game is crucial? The Saints just got eliminated as bad as they are this year from the division hunt. What in the world is going on, Skip? My gosh, man. Would you just use your head? I'm disappointed in you. I'm disappointed in Bart Scott, too. And Bart Scott ain't even got no business talking. That's a fact, Jack. But Bart, well, I blame us on T. Higgins. Bart, you played 11 years in the NFL as a linebacker. A linebacker. And you're going, oh, blame us on T. Higgins. He leaned into him. Bart, I've watched it. And I'm going to ask you a question. What are you watching that with? Beer goggles on? Because there's nothing like what you said happened. That ain't nothing but a lie, son. What in the world is wrong with you guys? Maybe, Bart, this is why you got suspended the last 6 games of your junior season in college. It's because of that bad attitude of yours. Did you ever think about that? I'm disappointed in Skip, and I'm disappointed in Bart and Skip. Now all the American sports fans know you value the game more than the humans playing it.
But then Skip says something that's insensitive to somebody's life, that the young man could possibly pass away, and he's still in critical condition today. People want justice pretty much, and that's just the way it goes. But I'm going to show you guys some of the clips and some of the video clips and some of the tweets that some people sent. And also, let me know your opinion. What do you think about it? Do you think what he said was insensitive? Or was it okay to say what he said in a time when somebody's about to lose their life, when somebody's heart stopped, when somebody's injured like that? Do you be that insensitive, or do you be more remorseful?
You know what's crazy? It was Tom Brady. I guarantee you would have chose your words wisely. Somebody that's been in journalism for over 40 years knows exactly what to say and how to say it. We ain't talking about an athlete that went into journalism. We talking about somebody that's been in journalism their whole life. He never was an athlete. Not once was he an athlete. So journalism is his thing, just like basketball is my thing. He knows what he's saying and when he's saying it. He's not getting no pass for this. But now everybody on his ass, now you want to come with a lame-ass apology. And don't come on TV and say, we can't be insensitive to this situation. You wrote that tweet. Nobody else.
Life happens out there.
Y'all stop.
That's the question I pose to the people. Should he and could he have been more sensitive to that situation? In my opinion, I say yeah. You have to be more sensitive. You have to choose your words correctly in certain situations. And with that, I'm going to say this is the news in you. North, east, west, south. Unite from every alley in Cali, intersection and back street. Subscribe to the channel and hit the thumbs up on your way out.
Star Child, I never
seen the sunshine like this.
I never
Never seen the moon glow like
Hey yo, I never
this. Never seen the waterfalls like this.
I never